Good morning. Give it a couple minutes for people to pile in, but I will get started. So I am currently in 3 plays right now. I'm in KLTO,
SNPX,
KNW, and now SNPX. But I'm in small with SNPX right now because it's crypto news. But I noticed some other crypto news today hasn't held up, so I did take a shot at it. I didn't trade pre-market. I'm still in that no catching pops pre-market phase. Looks like I missed out on some stuff doing that though. But KNW, this I'm in it, but it's very bullish. I've already played it twice today. Actually, it's my biggest winner on the day, and it's my biggest winner on the day going long. After it made this crazy move, I think it was around 4:30, yeah, 4:45. Um, I tried to take a short position. It didn't work out. Took a very tiny loss, and then played it long off this move. So it's my biggest winner today. But the reason why I'm in it, I'm gonna keep a very tight stop. So if it goes above 4, or
SNPX,
actually if it goes below above this candle right here, 375, I'm hopping out. Tiny loss. Just got in at 350, but if it has so much room to drop. But it is very bullish. So keeping very tight stop on this one. And then KLTO, um, I'm in this one as well. But none of the positions I'm in very big. Ooh, SNPX is going ham. I'm glad I was in this thing small. It was time for something to run because I was noticing there wasn't a lot moving today for a Monday. But so yeah, those are the main plays I'm looking at right now. So SMPX, I'm gonna put an entry at 495 if it gets there. Let's see, where did it get up to? About 489. But yeah, I didn't trade much pre-market. I did play trade 4 o'clock. There were some pretty good pops at 4 o'clock today too. Um, let's see if I can pull up which ones it was. The 4 o'clock again continues to produce. The best play was PYPD. I just didn't get a big enough position in it. PYPD. Let's see. So this was one from this morning. It was trading for 333. It goes all the way up to about 590. Unfortunately, I only got like 200 shares filled. So made decent on 200 shares, but yeah, look at this opportunity at 4 o'clock, just insane. But only was able to get 200 shares. There's another one that popped, um, but I didn't. Oh yeah, it was NUWE. NUWE. Raven, what is 505 on SMPX? Is that a key level? And this is another 4 o'clock pop. Year to date. Let me know what you're seeing at 5:05. But yeah, I'm gonna keep a close eye on K and W, especially at market open, because again, this looks bullish. The news is the crypto stuff, but it's like last time I checked, it was like 1 billion or something crypto treasury. So it's a significant size. So this one starts to get bullish again, I'm gonna just hop out. But I'm more trading this like risk versus reward. Tiny loss if it gets over 375, but big reward if it drops. So on this move, I was able to get out of my red for SMPX. Did add more on this, but we'll see what happens as it drops below VWAP. And then KNW and KLTO. So I could see this one going either way, to be honest. If it breaks a new high, I'm gonna just get out. But similar story as KNW. Risking maybe 10-cent move. Reward is, what's that? Like almost 30 cents. So I already forgot what this news was, but it wasn't that exciting. But yeah, if there's anything else y'all are looking at, let me know. So KTL announces an approach to increase longevity and healthy lifespan, replace a silence gene called alpha clithoro. Yeah, I don't even know how to interpret that news. But I'll keep an eye on it. It sounds kind of like fluff to me. I mean, if it's real, that's pretty cool, but probably fluff. Because you got to think about, like, is our government going to approve things like that where you can adjust people's genes? Probably not. Somehow I am now green in SMPX even after that crazy move. Probably wouldn't be a bad VWAP fade on this one because are they making a crypto treasury or they just appointed someone? Like, is this recycled old news? I wonder. Let me see. I'm wondering if it bounces back to 4, if I should just try to VWAP fade this one. X. Maybe that was the first time they announced they were doing a crypto treasury. Yeah. How much are they appointing? How much money? It's the TAO token. That's interesting. That's like a AI crypto token. I have some, but not much. I'm down in it, just like all my most of the ones outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, Solana and XRP, every other crypto I'm invested in, I'm in red, waiting for that altcoin bull run. The company has also secured $5.5 million in financing through Series D convertible preferred stock. So they basically potential shareholder dilution from 5.5 convertible. Yeah, I'm gonna add to it right here. And then I'm just gonna stay tight on the stops. I'm in a decent sized position here, so I'm gonna just stay close to it, watch what it does. But I'm gonna try to fade this one. Yeah, I got an entry at 64 on KLTO Raven. I'm in a little too much right now because I need to stay close to SMPX. So I'm gonna try to fade SMPX. I entered a pretty solid position because I think it's gonna fade, and it's playing out before my eyes. So I hope it keeps going down. I might actually secure some profit here because, like I said, I kind of went in heavy on this one. Oh, keep dropping, keep dropping. Okay. Happy about that move. So KLTO, back to this one. Yeah, so now I just got filled. But now I'm gonna see if it breaks a new high. If it breaks a new high, I'm probably just gonna get out. So I'm watching this one closely. I'm in too many positions. I'm only in 3, but the whole point of me live streaming at this time was more to decide what I wanted to do after market open. But I'm gonna keep an eye on KL and KLTO. Honestly, both these I'm gonna keep a close eye on. KNW, because like I was saying, if y'all just hopped on, this is just a risk versus reward play for me. It's obviously bullish. It did fall below the VWAP. If it breaks over 375, I'm just going to get out. But there's a good chance at market open this tanks. And if it tanks, I'm going to ride it out. SMPX, play this one perfectly. I must say, I'm up about 500 on it now. And I'm just going to let it ride. Took a little profit there actually at 350, and then the rest of them I'm gonna let ride. So I'm letting 600 shares collapse, fade away. So I'm up $1,200 on the day now. So this SMPX definitely helped that. Oh man, I missed KLTO. So I'm gonna get out of this one though. I don't really want to get out of this one though, because I'm in a very small position. Well, I shouldn't say very small, but relatively small. The reason why if you look at the year to date on KLTO, where did this one go to? About 94. The problem is this is kind of fluff news, but it's like cool sounding fluff news. Does that make sense? So it's like they can change genes and make people younger or whatever. Cool concept, but me and you both know that that's probably a very uphill battle to get stuff like that approved. So But again, it could stay bullish. Something's going to be bullish today. It's definitely not S&PX. It's fading away. So I'm going to trim down my KLTO, but I'm not going to just completely get out of it. I'm just going to trim way down. I wasn't very big in it anyways. And then be ready to short it if it gets to another key level I like. But I'm gonna wait for it to give back some. So popped up to 74. It'll probably come back to this pink line, which is the 9. And then I might close out some there. I am trimming. I did end up trimming some S&PX. Good morning, Fernando. I did trim some of these on the way down off this VWAP fade. Just because this crypto news, sometimes it almost completely dies and then it gets bullish again. So I've been trimming on the way down on this one. So I'm only in 400 shares now. And again, if y'all just hopped on, so the plays I'm in right now, I wanted to stop out if it broke a new high right here. I missed it, obviously. So based on how this has been moving, I'm gonna get an opportunity to trim some of my position if needed, because I'm not in that big anyways. I just mainly want to trim, so if it does get up to 90, what was the year? The 1 year. This move right here. So it got up to 88 recently. It got up to 95 recently. So could it get there? Probably. Here's another one, 98. So I want it to fall back down a little bit. I'm gonna trim some of my position. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, NK and W. So this one's obviously very bullish looking over the past couple days. But if it breaks above 375, I'm out. But I think there's a good opportunity when market opens, it falls down to this 200 moving average. So it's more of just a risk versus reward play, even if it's looking bullish. Dang, I missed that move down. I wasn't ready to trim. Got all the way back down to 65. That's what I was waiting on. Talking too much. Went ahead and took some out at 70. But yeah, I'm going to be ready to short this if it approaches 90, and then obviously $1. I'm in a position now that I'm not too concerned if it goes against me. So what are the main levels I'm looking at again? Not on this one. I haven't been looking at it today. Of KLTO, do they have a big insider ownership? KLTO. Only 2.6 on KLTO. That's a good sign. Might as well look through them all since I haven't pulled up. KNW, less than 1%. And I don't really care about this one. This one's fading. Yeah, Alex, I usually check that pretty early on, but haven't really checked. Kind of off to a late start today. So yeah, I'm gonna short. I'm gonna put a position at 85, 94, and then 99. And if it breaks $1, I'll probably dip. I mean, I'll definitely dip out on that one. Because if it's that bullish where it gets up to $1, I mean, that's a spot that it commonly rejects. So I'm gonna tell you my train of thought. Y'all know I have a little bit looser stops. It's kind of hurt me this month, but that's okay. Well, looser stops isn't what hurt me this month. It's just being negligent on some place. But I'm gonna let it get up to $1 and probably all the way up to $1.05 just to let it play. Because a lot of times when it gets rejected at $1, it doesn't just hit $1 and come straight down. It's usually about $1.05, and then it comes down, proves that it can't hold over it. And then I'll probably get out because, again, like I was saying, I'm not in a very big position. That's the beauty of not being in a big position with these plays. You can let them play a little bit more. Dang, you can't short under $1. Raven, that stinks. I was just able to recently. TradeZero didn't allow it for a while. So yeah, that's the main plays I'm looking at right now. Got to keep a close eye on K and W because if it reverses, I want to get out. Or if it gets bullish, I want to get out. So again, if y'all just hopped on, so I'm in 3 plays right now. KLTO, KNW, and SNPX. I'm just trying to let this one just fade away. I'm just going to probably not even pay attention to it unless it reclaims a VWAP, and then I'll just probably get out or actually add to it. If it wants to come up here and touch VWAP, I will try to send it back down. K and W is like cooling up, like it's crazy, it's consolidating. The things I do like is that, see these wicks, they're getting shorter, 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 shorter. That's a good sign for me. And I'm not in very heavy. I wish I was actually in a little heavier, honestly, because I think at market open it tanks. And I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. So it could pop. But I'm going to get out around 380. If it breaks this 375, 376, I'm going to get out. In this news, where you look, insider institutional ownership. So yeah, you can look at dilution tracker or AskEdgar. Y'all never heard me talk about AskEdgar. It's something I discovered over the weekend. I didn't have much time this weekend to really look at trading, unfortunately, but I found this tool called AskEdgar. It's like a dilution SEC filing AI thing, and I'm really liking it. Actually, you have a link in my description now. So if you're in the group, you'll hear me talk about it more. Y'all know I like to test things out before I recommend them, but as of right now, I'm a fan. So you can use that. And I think FinViz, if you're looking for something free, I think FinViz might. I might be wrong though. FinViz. But actually, guys, the market's about to open in 2 minutes. Y'all know I trade on mobile. I live stream for you guys. Just realized I don't have my charger up here, so I'll be back in like 30 seconds. It uses a lot of battery. And ready for market open. So is it not on FinViz then, Raven? It might not be. But dilution tracker shows it too, even on the free access.
No.
But I like AskEdgar better than dilution tracker. 9:30, let's go. Just as predicted, KNW is going to, the first move at least is going down. So let's see if it stays that way. And I could totally see KLTO getting bullish here. I hope not, but I could see it for sure. Yeah, I knew I should have went a little bit probably heavier in KNW, but that's all right. And a lot of times the first move is, you've heard me say this, the first move right out the door is not always the move it sticks with. So this KNW could turn around. One of these stocks are going to turn around and draw a lot of attention and get the money flow. So I just added on that 84. SMPX, let's go. Fading away. It's probably going to be the play of the day for me. Pulled in probably $1 grand on that one by itself. Oh no, I was trying to close. It's starting to pull back. Dang, I didn't get any profits on that move. Jeez, it reversed quick. Wow. It's all right. It'll come back down to my level. And it already did. Cool. So SMPX, I'm out completely. I really would like to see KNW just give it all back here, but let's see what it decides. And if y'all are just tuning in, this KLTO news, I'm struggling how to interpret it. It's definitely fluff news, because even if this is true, that they're claiming that they can replace a silence gene called alpha chlorotho. I don't know how to say it. It can increase longevity and a healthy lifespan. So I think it was on a mouse that they tested it on. So even if this is true, it'll be 10 years before they can make money off of it. But it is a cool headline to say they can reverse aging. So I just want to make sure it doesn't run based on that. I mean, it could still run based on that, even if it is fluff. You know what I mean? Because it sounds cool. So I took some off right here at 74. I wasn't in the green, but I added pretty heavy at 84. Well, heavier at 84. So it got my average up to 68. I took some there just to get my size smaller, because I think this one's going to keep popping. And so I can have shares to locate if it pops again. Uh-oh, KNW is reversing. Let's see if it can hold.
No.
This one makes me more nervous than KLTO. The reason why is because I was playing it pre-market, and some of these moves, like the $1.40 to 360, I mean, that was 1 5-minute candle. So this thing has proved it can just blast off. So I'll keep an eye on it. I'll play SMPX if it wants to get back to VWAP too. Let me know if there's anything y'all want me to look at, or if I'm missing anything. Big movers I should be looking at. Looks like KNW is giving it back now, so that's good. KLTO, come on. I got another exit at 66. I hope it gets there. So I'm back in a small position with KLTO now. It's hitting all my... So I'm only in 2,000 shares, and if it hits 66, I'll only be in 1,000 shares. I hope KNW does not get bullish here. But there is a chance, because there's not really much else stealing attention away from it that I can see. And I'd re-enter at 5, but if it gets over 375, I'm probably just going to cut it. And unfortunately, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make it get over 4. I'm only in 300 shares. Might add here, actually. So add it a little here, and then I'm gonna cut if it gets over 4. Let's go, KLTO. I was playing very defensive with this stock, so it looks like it's gonna pay off. I didn't take much of a loss on it. K and W, not doing much. Oh, I'm about missed the SMPX VWAP hit. If it gets up to 370, I'm entering, so I'm going to put in an order for it. SMPX. Oh, it's getting there. But I missed it. No, I got it now. So I added 500 shares right there. See if it fades away. Almost think I played too defensive with KLTO. It might give it, this might be where it reverses or it breaks its trend. So I got in at 369 on SMPX. Looking pretty good now. Y'all see me looking down. Y'all know I trade on my phone. I'm doing all this on the computer and I really need to put in some time to trade, to learn how to trade on the computer. That's probably a smart skill. Everybody I talk to is like, bro, you should at least trade on your computer. So
No.
SMPX is playing out beautiful. If anybody played it off the VWAP, I mean, look at this wick, 370, and my guess is it's just going to keep going down. I'm going to take some profit right before this lowest candle, which happens to be a psychological level 3, and it got down to 301 previously, so I'll probably trim some at like 306, 313. Only entered 500 shares and I'm up over 200 bucks on that little move, so should have entered more. But y'all know I've been talking about playing a little bit lighter. My trading's been a little off. And I shouldn't say off, I've just been reckless. That's just the truth. Like, so I'm sizing down a little bit till I reel that in.
CTXR.
Trading's actually hasn't been that bad, but it's just let a few plays hurt me more than they should. Anybody play SMPX? Anybody play it? Can't be the only one that played that. That was a beautiful setup.
No.
I'm curious to know what KLTO finally does here. It's a little unsure. I mean, it's still looking very bullish. Nice little trend up, but I feel like it wants to break down. Where's my volume? 1, 2. I don't have my volume on here. I think I can only have 5. Need to upgrade my indicators. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna take this one off for now. The SMA 20. Add volume. So yeah, it is dying off a little bit. So still need to learn how to read volume better because don't use it a lot. It doesn't really, I don't make a lot of decisions based on it, but I do like seeing that it is dying down. I guess the part that confuses me with volume is it'll be like low and then all of a sudden it makes an insane move and then the volume candle goes up and then it's just like, so I'm gonna start paying a little bit more attention to volume because I know a lot of people do. But it's definitely looking like this 9 moving average is trying to decide what it wants to do off of it. I could see it, you know, making a new high here or dropping down to VWAP. Trend says it's going to keep going up, but I would like to see it drop right here.
CTXR.
KNW, that was a good add at 385. Only, I'm not going to pretend like I added much. I only added 200 shares, but it helped my average because I was only in 300 shares. So now I'm in 500 with an average of 360. So this thing wants to give it all back, which I think it will. That was this little test and it didn't even get over 4. So we'll see. Oh, let's go. SMPX hit my profit zones. I did have one at 323 as well. So it hit that one. Trying to decide if I just forget about this one, don't take any more profit on it, and just let it keep. That's what I'm gonna do. No more profit zones for this one. Nestor, this one's for you if you're on. I'm just gonna let it ride to the end of the day. Because data is data. It says, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, when we have the end of month recap call in my circle group, which is free by the way, data pointed to holding these till end of day is more times out of not, the last 2 minutes is where these stocks are the lowest. He had a graph, man, but it's at 3.0. It's so hard to hold on to some of these when they're making moves like this. But I'm just gonna ride this one out because it could get back to this like 250 level. KNW's dropping. OMH short 600 shares at 102. Yeah, I haven't talked about OMH. Oh, that was a nice short. Yeah, I should have been paying attention to that one. I mean, look at that. There was a VWAP and the 200 right here. I mean, good decision. Should have shared before Raven, so I could have got in. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, so clearly it struggled to hold above 200 and VWAP. These wicks, wicks, wicks. So that was a great entry. Pay attention to this pivot. It might be a good spot to take profit. Can't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. But that was a killer entry, Raven. Congrats. So this is what I just don't want to see with S&PX. I don't want it to like, nah, I'm not too concerned. It's just going to keep probably fading all day. So KLTO, kind of like what I was saying. I just felt like for some reason this might be where it starts to break trend. It's still above the 9, but between the depleted volume and it just danced around this level for a while. Hopefully this is where it reverses. Let's go. KNW, I'm deep in the money now. My app froze. It's the only thing about mobile. The app sometimes freezes. I'm at such a disadvantage trading mobile, but I'll convert at some point. Oh yeah, I'm up. I'm up nicely on KNW. And I didn't take any profit, and I just wanted to made a little move up, but KLTO, this is that move. So this is what I'm talking about. Like you look at volume, it says it's low, but and then it ends up making this move the next candle. I feel like it's misleading to me, but that's all right. I got another fill at 84 cents. Oh, I was just kidding, Raven. No, I just that was an awesome play. I'm looking at too many things right now anyways. It was just a joke. That was I see why you entered it. Let's just say that. Nice job. Out at 88 cents or 89 cents. Okay. KLTO super bullish now. I got an entry at 89. Only entered 1,000 shares. I don't know why. Oh, should have went heavier. Because that's only $800. Let's go, Raven. Proud of you, bro. That was a good play. Alex, did you get an entry on it, or are you waiting? I'm not trying to talk you into it, just curious. I'm only in 2,000 shares. I got an entry at 84 and an entry at 89. And again, there's some there's some chaos going on around this level too. So by chaos, I mean like 88 cents was a previous high, 95 cents a previous high, 98, 99 cents a previous high. So I feel very comfortable shorting in this zone. So that's why I said I should have went heavier. Uh, because there's clear levels that I can get out at. So if it breaks over a dollar, like I was saying earlier, breaks over $1.05, because the problem is if your stop is a dollar, then it goes to $1.01 and then you stop out and then it immediately fails. I personally hate that feeling. So I probably would wait to about $1.05 because sometimes it takes a second to prove it can't hold over a dollar. It doesn't just hit 99 cents and a dollar and just immediately reject. That'd be nice, but most time it gets up to about $1.02, $3, $4, $5 before it does that. But yeah, so this is why I feel comfortable shortening this range. It struggles to, and again, I know that's kind of a weird way to put it, but that's how I trade. I look at things like that. I mean, it's not weird ways, it's levels, but um, I'm not really looking at a specific level on this one, more just history shows it gets in this range and then it just fails. $0.77. Yeah, not the best entry, but you see what it does. Big green candle, then it comes back. So you can always adjust or add more. 77 is not too bad. Unless something else gets my attention, I'm just in KNW, SNPX, and KLTO. I might bounce soon in the next probably 10 minutes, unless something exciting happens. But yeah, every time KLTO, and I might even add here. Do I got another one? Yeah, I got another one at 89 and 94. But I'm gonna short it right here at 88 too. So yeah, I'm shorting heavy here. I'm just being honest. Like I'm gonna make it prove it can get over these levels. The downside is it's obviously looking very bullish right now. Can't deny that, but I got a pretty good average, so I'm gonna keep adding right here. My average is 88 now, 3,000 shares. And my next entry is 94. And then I have one at 98. And then I'm going to make it prove that it can break over 1 before I bail out. Yeah, honestly, Alex, something's changed with me too, man. Y'all, most y'all found me because I was killing it earlier this year and last year, and was on the Kinfo interview. They probably wouldn't interview me right now because I've had a last month or two has been a little rough. Yeah, these crypto plays have made me gun shy a little too. Something's just completely and I can't honestly. I hate playing the blame game. It's probably me more than anything. Kind of like what you're saying, just gun shy. It's weird because some of these crypto plays, just like for example, SMPX, just dies off, and then some of them just blast off. So it's kind of had me off my A game too. I think so. You're not alone. CRKN. What is this? Some weird price action. Okay, I'm looking at KLTO. It's getting hella bullish right now. I'm about to have a big position right here. It wants to go hard like this. I'm ready for you. I'm about to short this thing down. It's going to have to prove it really wants to break it because I'm seeing some big bids. That's a little concerning. I'm in 10,000 shares now. I'm a little heavy. I'm gonna be honest, a little heavy. But this could fail so hard. Or it could go above $1, and it looks like it wants to do that. I sure hope it doesn't. It's about to, though. Looking at the bid and the ask. Man, I hope it fails here. Let's see. But that, okay, now it's holding up. That's not a good sign. So I got to trim some here. Boom. Okay, I got out of a decent amount, so that's good. And luckily it wasn't too bad of a loss either because I was average. Most of my entries were like 98, 99. So it just halted up. That's a terrible sign. So I'm gonna see what it does after it unhalts. I'm only in 7,000 shares now. I think I misspoke. I'm down about 500 on that play. And if this, when it unhalts, if it stays bullish, obviously I'm trimming all my position. Dang. I was hoping this was going to be the home run. That's all right. So now my unrealized is about 600. My realized is 1,400. So I don't want KLTO to ruin my green day. So I trimmed out 3,000 there. Going to stay close to how this one opens. I'm sure a lot of y'all know this. A lot of times when they halt up at a key level like this, they'll halt back down. But I'm gonna have a stop at like $1.11. If it breaks $1.10,
OMH.
I'll probably just dip out. Very unfortunate though. Could have been a nice play. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot interesting about this one to me, Raven. It's just it's kind of just like looks like it has no volume. Man, annoyed about KLTO. So it's basically has destroyed all of its levels. What is this? $1.14. So like I said, KLTO, I'm still in 1,000 shares. I think there's a good chance it halts down after this, but if it stays bullish, I'm not playing with it. I'm just gonna get out. It's gonna hurt, but that's all right. The bright side, this isn't a Chinese company, yeah. No, the part that's frustrating to me about this ticker is we know it's fluff news, like, but it's exciting fluff news. Like they said they can increase longevity and health by altering silent genes, and they just tested it on a mouse, and then the stock goes from 18 cents to $1.06. Be 10 best case scenario if they could find a way to make money on it, it'd probably be like 8 or 10 years. I'm gonna stay on a little bit longer. I'm gonna see what KLTO does. What's the float on this one again? Oh, it's 16 million shares. Why does it say the institutional ownership 60 here though? Stock Titan says the institutional ownership is 60. Dilution tracker. I hate when this happens, when I see like crazy different, like, I don't mind a little variance, but that's insane variance. So KLTO. Then dilution tracker says institutional ownership 2.6. I'm gonna go, I think dilution tracker is probably right, because Stock Titan is mostly just news, but I don't know why it would say that. I hope it's not 60. What are y'all seeing? Okay, let's see. It unhalted. Now it's below $1. That's a good sign. Let's see if it will stay there though.
TWNP.
Very good sign. I trimmed a lot of my position. Well, I said a lot. I'm in 5,000 shares now. Because this isn't breaking above $1 and holding. This just got halted up. So y'all know I will validate some reasons to not get out of a play. Smoke. But in all reality, if it can't hold over $1 now, that's a very good sign. Seeing some huge bids that's pushing it above $1. That's a little concerning though. Man, don't break a new high here. Dang. Raven, probably a good thing you couldn't enter this before $1. There were a lot of signs I liked about it. I don't even feel like this was a forced play. These are the ones that hurt whenever it feels like you played it smart. But it's not over. Like I said, if anybody are stopping out at this point, do not blame you at all. But mine's $1.11. And it got to $1.10. I'm gonna look at this one on the 1 minute. So it's riding the 9. Need to see it break below that. Alex owns Stock Titan, my like news source. It says 60. I don't think it's accurate. They need to stick to just giving us the news. Stock Titan over here saying 60% ownership on an 18-cent NASDAQ stock. That's really hard to believe. I think it's going to fail here. You see 50% insider ownership and 2 points. Same, bro. There's some discrepancies. And that's, I don't mind like 2% and 3% discrepancy, but like that's drastic differences. Oh, maybe I looked at insider ownership. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Institutional ownership, it says 9.71. Insider ownership is 60. Good call. And then what did I get wrong on? Oh, and dilution tracker says institutional ownership 2.6. So between 2 and 9, basically. So that's I'm comfortable with that. But I'm not trimming any of my positions anymore. It's breaking below this 9. I still am confident it's proven that it because I know I've looked at some traders. Y'all know I don't look at a lot of traders on how they trade. I kind of trade my own style, but I'm trying to be better about it. But a lot of people will look at the 15-minute. So did the 15-minute close above 1? Nope, it did not. So again, y'all know me. I'll validate any reason to stay in a play. It's my worst quality when it comes to trading. But it does save me from getting stopped out. Just lately, I've been I wouldn't even say too loose with my stops. I just was just playing reckless. So, but the 15-minute clearly showed it couldn't hold over. I'm actually in the profit right now, so I might just let this one ride down, to be honest. And with a stop for a new, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to $1.11. That's going to be my stop for my 3,500 shares. If it gets up there, I stop out. If it doesn't, I'm just going to let this thing fall. What is SMPX doing? Jeez. So much for letting this one fade away. I'm about to short it at 4. So I added a little at 4, and if it wants to get back up here to 5, I'll short it as well. But this is what I was saying earlier about like these crypto plays, and I fell for it again. They don't just always fade away. They'll look like they're completely dead and then just have a nice little reversal. But I'm only in 500 shares even with that ad. So if it wants to get back up here to 489, I'll play it. 488. 570 shares. It's a random number, but that's how many I have. KLTO, I'm just going to let this thing drop. I hope I don't regret that because, like I said, I'm in the money now, but At least gonna let it drop to 85 cents. But I kind of want to let this one, see if this one fades throughout the day. K and W has been so underwhelming. It's 110 has big bids. Good to know. Yeah, I don't blame you for opting out, Alex. Most people probably would have. Probably the smart thing to do. All right, well, y'all know my game plan. I am, now that KLTO is reversing a little bit, I'm down about $100 in it, down $120 in S&PX, and up $80 in K and W. So realized about 1,300 today. So not bad, not bad. I'll take 1,300, but I'm going to see hopefully S&PX. The move I'm hoping for is for it to keep fading. I'm gonna take profit when it gets back to this $3 level. K and W, if it breaks above 4, I'm gonna stop out, but I'm hoping to see it continue to go down. And KLTO, this one's gonna be interesting, but I'm gonna make it prove that it can break and hold over $1, because if you look at the 15-minute, which is a common, it was unable to hold over that. And I'm just going to ride this one out, and a stop at $1.11. So if it hits $1.11, I'm stopped out. But y'all heard me, I was in 10,000 shares earlier. I'm not in that anymore. I'm only in 3,000. So feel comfortable riding this one out. If it gets back to $1, I don't know. I might add more, might not, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. Kind of got a busy morning as usual. I got to go to one of the properties and meet someone, so I'm probably gonna dip out here. But yeah, interesting morning. But let's see how the rest of these plays play out. Hopefully y'all made a little bit of money. KLTO, felt like we did a lot of things right with this one, but it still made a crazy haul up. But again, it was, even before it did that, I mentioned like a lot of times they don't just fail at $1. They usually get a little above it then fail. I wasn't expecting $1.10, but that's still not that uncommon. So I'm gonna see what it does on this 9 and potentially VWAP to see if it bounces back towards that direction. There's a very good chance it does, but it's worth the risk to me because it started trading at 18 cents. It's fluff news. If I get this right, it falls a long ways down. If I'm wrong, my average is 95 cents, and then I stop out at $1.11. So basically 16 cents risk versus a lot more reward. So that's kind of my mindset with that. And S&PX, I got another entry at 489 if it wants to get, or I think 489 if it wants to get up there. And if it breaks a new high, I'm out. And KNW, I don't plan on adding to this one really. It fit, just gonna watch this one fade. But anyways, appreciate y'all hopping on. I'm probably about to dip out. If y'all have any questions, let me know now. If not, I'll see y'all in the circle group. Appreciate y'all for hopping on.